this is why we have no Bigfoot evidence upon the earth, because Bigfoot is not an animal. Bigfoot is the son of Cain. It is an unfortunate case, but it is for us to recognize the truth of the tale and realize that if we are to seek the path of ascension, then we must be able to forgive our brother Cain and recognize that the curse of Cain and the mark of Cain is hair, and that mark and that curse was a blessing by the divine plan of the Lord. And because of that divine plan, that these brothers and sisters of ours have gone into the caves and inner dwellings and cities within the earth, and many times have had interactions with one of the other Agarthans or the Og or the fire people. Now, in many of the ancient cultures, they refer to the sons of Cain as being marked of the fire, meaning they were those who followed the path of the dark ones, and they have been marked as such. If you do research online about some of the sons of Cain and some of the inner city dwellings that they have been in, you will see that they interacted with some of what we call the Djin. Now, not always were they of the dark. Many of them were of the light. So we must be able to get to a point where we distinguish people by their words and their actions and not by their colors of their skins, and even that they might have a lot of fur. And that the mark of Cain is a mark for us to see on the earth, but it is actually a blessing in disguise. Now, for those of you who are Muslim and are wondering, where does this come from? Do we have anything from the Sunnah that references this? Well, from the Sunnah, we know that these sons of Cain have been called Al-Jassasa, a being that is covered in hair from front to back, that speaks. And it should be a sign to you, brothers and sisters upon Islam, and I say to my brothers and sisters upon the light, that many of my brothers and sisters who call themselves Muslims have no clue about their own faith. So they did not even know this fact, that even from the Sunnah or the way of the Prophet Muhammad, he has described to us this and called these beings Al-Jassasa, those who spy, those who bring the information from the inner world. Those who spy from the inner earth and send messages to the outside and take what is going on from the outside and bring it back to the inner earth. Why? Because they have the ability to hide themselves because of their nature, that they can cloak themselves, and because of their ability to live as a vagabond state in the forest, we don't perceive them and we don't see them. This is the truth of the story. This is the blessing and the curse of Cain. This is the way of creation. I hope you understand, oh my brothers and sisters, how strange and miraculous this plan is. And I close today with a narration from a hadith, that when your Lord Most High created Adam and blew into him his soul, his spirit, the first thing that Adam did was sneeze. And when he sneezed, he said, Alhamdulillah, all praises for the Lord, Allah. Thus he praised the Lord Most High with his permission. And so the Lord said to him, Yarhamakum Allah, may the mercy of Allah be upon you. He said, O Adam, go to the angels. And the angels were seated there. And when Adam went to them and said, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you, the salam, the salamat, the peace, the angels responded saying, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, the peace of Allah is upon you and the mercy of Allah. Then the Lord Most High said, this is your salutation, this is your greeting, O Adam, and the children of Adam to each other. And the Lord said to him while his hands were closed in a fist, choose whichever of the two hands you wish. He, Adam, said to him, I choose the right hand of my Lord. And your Lord, both of his hands, blessed hands, are right hands. And when the Lord opened his hand, and behold, in the hand of the Lord was the progeny and the offspring and the children of Adam. He said, O Lord, who are they? And the Lord said, They are your offspring. They are your children. And in regard to this, on each of these children was written their age, and it was inscribed between their eyes. And amongst some of the children of Adam was one of them who looked so bright and noble. And Adam said, "Who is this bright and shiny one? And who is this?" It was our brother David. The Lord said, when Adam asked, "Who is he, O Lord?" He said, "This is Dawood," or David, from the sons of Israel, right? And it had been decreed, and Adam could see in the higher realms that the sons of Adam had their lifespan decreed above their eyes. And was decreed for David, the son, one of the sons of Adam, it was decreed from him that his age was going to be 60 years. And when Adam saw this and saw how shiny and bright the nature of David was, he said, "Then increase from his lifespan from my lifespan." And the Lord said, "This is for you to choose." And then he lived his count of age as long as Allah allowed him. And then he was in the paradise. And then when Adam came to the earth and continued after the fall, when the angel of death came to Adam, as you know, we said that the angel only does what is decreed. And we said back to the beginning of the story that it is the angel of death who comes to take the life. When the angel of death came to Adam and said to him, Adam said, "Why have you come for me now? Surely you have come too early. You are being hasty. For me, I have been decreed for me 1,000 years. The angel said, "Certainly you have set aside for your son from your offspring, David, 60 years. But Adam denied this. And so the offspring of Adam have denied that which was decreed on their forehead. And since then, we have not seen this, for we have forgotten what was decreed. And Adam forgot what had happened in the higher realms, and so the offspring and the children of Adam have become forgetful. Since then, the Prophet Muhammad told us that the command was issued. Because we can no longer see what is decreed, then write down your contracts and have witnesses for this. This hadith has been known to us. And if you want to know, since we talk about some of the pop culture concepts, if you want to know about the decree of lifespan and the nature of the soul that our father Adam was able to see in the higher realms, and even later on until he denied it and didn't see what the angels saw, then you can go to some of the concepts in pop culture. I got to give a little plug here. One of the most interesting stories that you can watch or see is the popular anime series called Death Note. And it's been made into a live action movie, Death Note 1 and 2, where the Japanese people have described what they call a Shinigami, one of the higher dimensions or one of the Djinns who can see the decree of the lifespan, the name of a person, and their lifespan written on their forehead. If you wish to go to the Hot Conflict website, there is a 1-hour lecture or entertaining infomercial on the Death Note series describing this story and the nature of some of the beings in the unseen realms and how you can understand the nature of seeing what the Lord has decreed, even to the point of understanding the lifespan and when the angels and those of the other realms can see the decreed time periods. And I say to all those upon the light, that know by this beautiful tale that when your Lord Most High created Adam, he taught us that the greeting for Adam and his offspring is salam. Salamu alaykum. The blessings of salam. This is one of the beauties that the children of David in this story have followed and the tribes of Israel have followed. This is one of the blessings that the Prophet Muhammad has kept amongst our people. And this is one of the blessings that all you upon the light are seeing, that the beings and our brothers and sisters and dear ones from the higher realms are bringing to you and sending you messages with salamat. So I say to you, Assalamu alaikum. Do you think this is random? Do you think that all this is haphazard? Still, as my brothers and sisters of the light have come to join us on the table of ascension, and they say to you every time, Salamat Ga, Salamat Gajan. And we say to you, the greeting of all those upon the light is Salam. And I tell you the greeting of our Prophet Muhammad, Salamu Alaikum. And the greeting of the angels to all of us, Salamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullah. Peace of Allah be upon you and the mercy.